I can kick the shit out of somebody.
That might hurt though, that one toe.
Depends on how hard your foot is.
You might break that toe.
You think so?
You might break that toe trying to do that. Because they didn't say it was like an indestructible toe or something. It's just a big toe. It's going to feel like the rest of them.
It's going to hurt worse. I kick hard. I might be more hurt than the other person.
Yeah, exactly. It's like at that point, is it really worth it?
Yeah.
But I still might go with the toe part.
At least I still have my hands to do what I need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if I had a finger as a hand, it's going to be hard for me to work. That shit hard, bro. Proud of you, dog, with this podcast, bro, for real.
I appreciate it. It's definitely been a long journey.
This is hard, man.
I've learned a lot about the world and myself.
Is it like in good ways or
Both.
Like pros and cons, basically?
Yeah. The cons will probably be coming to the realization of having to let certain people and things go to get to where I need to be. And the pros will pretty much be the benefits from doing it.
Cons, you wanna climb up, go to the upper level. Sometimes it takes a sacrifice to get there. Most of the time it be those kind of sacrifices. But then again, it's your life that, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to build for you. So you gotta do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause at the end of the day, you can only do what you can for yourself. Nobody else ain't gonna be able to help you.
Yo, welcome back to the Likkle Table. I'm your host, your favorite neighborhood roster. And we are here for episode number 31. Why?
Man.
And this week, I got a special guest by the name of Chubbz, my homie, one of my Cookman friends, my frat brother, low-key. Wait, wasn't you the vice president of my class?
Yeah.
My pops, Chubbz. This is a Purple Big Click edition, so y'all know we getting extra high here today. Well, what's going on with your brother? How you been?
I've been great, man. Just maintaining, staying out the way, just doing what I need to do to survive out here, man.
Yeah, you pretty much sound like doing what you always been doing.
Yeah, man. Just staying out the way. Then when things happen, I pull up, you know, I'll pop out, and I go back to my shell, of course.
Alright. Tell people a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. South side St. Petersburg, to be exact.
Is that the ghetto?
Yeah, that's where things get crucial, you know. I posted some stories and stuff of what goes on because, you know, I be telling people, like, there's always something going on with St. Pete.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then with St. Pete, man, it just, you gotta find ways to not be stuck on trying to live with St. Pete. Like, you gotta find ways to try to grow. And some people just give up and then just be stuck in that life.
And what was it for you that made you, able to make that transition?
It was just basically just thinking about my future, like do I wanna live, like, do I wanna continue to live life good, or do I wanna be stuck here and not going nowhere? You know, just staying here and you're not leveling up. You're just stuck here doing the same shit over and over. And you don't wanna be here. You don't wanna be in St. Pete. I love my city, but
St. Pete, that's the west coast of Florida.
no, southeast.
Southwest?
Southeast. Yeah. It's in between Orlando and Miami. Either southeast or southwest.
I think it might be Southwest.
Might be Southwest.
But I'd give it Southwest because you close to Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tampa's on the west coast of Florida.
Southwest.
So when you said East, I was like, what?
No, but what I get it mixed up is because the area I'm in of Southside St. Pete, Southeast. But yeah, no, you're right. It is.
So you're in the southeast of St. Pete.
Yeah, but it's south. But you're right about the Southwest area. Yeah. Central Florida.
Yeah. So how was it? How did you weather the storm, Milton, and the one before that? What was it? What the hell was it? The one before that?
I think Helene. I think.
Yeah, Helene. Yeah.
Helene.
Yeah.
I think so.
Milton and Helene.
Yeah. So the first hurricane, like it wasn't bad, it was just strong winds, it just rained, but we didn't lose no power. But when Milton approached, listen, when Milton approached, like we was good to 10 o'clock hit, that's when they got worse. I started seeing blue lights, green lights, everything.
In the sky? It's crazy.
It was wild. Like, it was, because that's the first time I ever seen like a category 3, category 4 hurricane.
Really?
Yeah. Because we never used, like, every time, like, we used to get a hurricane, it used to be category 4, and then every time it got near us,
It died down.
it died down to 3 or 2.
Oh yeah, because they usually come from the other side of Florida.
And
we usually get hit bad over this way,
Mm-hmm.
and then it die down by the time we get to y'all.
Yeah.
But this year it was like
it's going to us first.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we got Daytona first. We got to get y'all now. That's what it was 2 of them. Like we got 2 of them. Like 2 of them hit us. But we was out of power though for like 2 days. But after 2 days, like I wasn't chilling. We had a generator, so we was good with the generator. But I put more gas in the generator. I had cranked it back up. And then, like, I turn around and I see lights is on. And I'm like, wait, the generator on. I'm like, oh, the lights on. I'm like, oh, okay. First thing I did, play the game. The Wi-Fi was good. All I had to do was wait for the Wi-Fi to turn blue. I was ready to get back on Undisputed. Because I had just bought Undisputed. Because that's when the game came out. It came out Friday.
okay.
But we got our lights back on Saturday, so I was able to play that.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I practiced it for like 10, 15. I was like, all right. Got a little bit, played online. Lost my first fight. I lost by decision. But I ain't go front row, bro. He got active. But he had like 39 wins, 2 losses, so he. But for me to go to decision, it was like, oh, okay, like I can hang in the second fight and knock the dude out because he just kept spamming.
Yeah.
Kept trying to throw a wild punch. I did duck. Right hook. And counter punches, man.
The Undisputed, that's boxing.
Yeah, it's boxing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then now, Undisputed. Now Fight Night trying to come out with a boxing game. Now that
See, that's what I'm waiting on. If Fight Night drop another, man, listen. As long as it's not like Fight Night Champions. I don't know. But yeah, I wasn't too fond of Fight Night Champions. I mean, the graphics were alright. But as far as like the story mode, I wasn't too really into that. And like, I don't know, just the mechanics and the fighters themselves. I would rather Fight Night 2004 or Fight Night Round 2.
Okay. What's the main thing you like about the story mode? I agree with you, because I ain't like it either. But
I just feel like they had too much going on, like, and I feel like they kind of, I don't know, they kind of not really took the story of, what's the movie called? What the hell is the movie called? Or the movies?
What year was the movie made? Do you know the years?
I know the first one had Wesley Snipes and Ving Rhames in it, and then the second one had Michael Jai White. What the hell is the movie name? But pretty much the setting of them like being in prison and fighting and stuff.
Okay, with the dude Andre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
It was too much. It was too much different storylines in one.
Yeah.
I think they should just stick with like him like coming up as a young boxer.
Right.
Like saying like he started off at the Olympics, then he go to the amateur, then he goes to the pros and everything like that. Then you just continue on to defend your belt. You know how you like how
it
UFC
used to
do
be.
it. Yeah, because they had it on what 2004. They had it on 2004. You start off in the Olympics.
It wasn't even
Not the Olympics.
It wasn't even like a story mode. It was just like a career mode where you would just climb the ranks.
Yeah, you
climb
just
the
box.
ranks.
Yeah, because you'll have a head pads on. You'll have to win like 3 fights to get to an amateur fight.
Right.
And then the amateur fight, you had to win like I think it was like 6 or 8. I can't remember. But I know
that might be round 2. I think 2004 it was just 2004 was the first one.
Okay.
So it was pretty much you just you fight like 3 amateur fights, and then after that you get into the pros, and then you start at the bottom of the pros, and then you work your way up.
Because you fight like the low overalls, and then you work your way up. Okay, yeah.
And then once you get to the top, you retain your title for so many times, and then they ask you if you want to move up or down a weight class, depending on the weight class you in already.
I think what kind of messed that game up was Breath of Auto San Andreas. That came out that same year.
Yeah, it made people want more of a involved story, I guess.
You know what was so dope about it? I ain't gonna front. That Breath of Auto San Andreas, that storyline was the best storyline besides Breath of Auto 4, I think. The one that was in New York with Nico. That was a good storyline too. But the Breath of Auto San Andreas, the mission, the storyline, all that, it was dope because it was just like dude, because you remember CJ was trying to come back and figure out what happened to his mom and everything like that.
Right.
They knew it was a green saber.
Yeah, when I recently replayed the story mode as an adult.
Yeah.
We definitely shouldn't have been playing that game as kids.
It basically showed like
we should not have been playing that game as children.
It basically showed your closest friends could be disloyal.
It showed you a lot that would probably go over your head as a child.
They shot that man mom.
Yeah.
Cause like when I played it as an adult, it hit me bad. Like
they tried to kill Smoke or Sweet.
Yeah, and they thought
Sweet wasn't there.
Yeah, but Mom's was there.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? If y'all already know Mom's living there, like why ain't catch Sweet like on a nighttime? And then y'all was in a Grove Street color car.
Right. Trying to throw people off.
Trying to say it was. But you know what was so weird about that? It was another group that was green, but they was not Grove Street. Remember the other green boys?
They was Grove Street. It was just different.
They was on different sides.
There was different families. You had like 3rd Street, or not 3rd Street, but actual Grove Street families. Then you had Temple Drive families. Then you had like Seville Boulevard families.
Seville Boulevard. They was in them little apartments over there.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's kind of like that in real life. You got the overall game, but within that game you have different
sets of it.
Course.
Everybody think some people that don't understand it just think like it's the same set. Like since you this, you this set. Since you that, you this set. But it's different kind of sets if you really know about it, understand it, or in it. So nowadays, we enjoying life, man. I graduated. I got a degree. I got a bachelor's degree in hospitality management, bachelor's of science in hospitality management.
Okay. And do you utilize those right now?
Yes, because I work as a beverage manager at Donald's our hotel. So, and that is fun because, like, even though I don't drink, I understand the history, the understanding of why they make it, how it's made, the ingredients and everything. And when I came to the conclusion of it, it's just like weed. Like, you know how like they got like indica sativas, like prime example spirits and wines, but it's like different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is with liquor. But it's fun though because it's just like I go to eat tastings. I go out to like different places. Cause some people want to bring in they brand in the hotel, and they have to go through me and they have to go through another guy. But it's hard to go through me because some people be bringing in trash stuff. Like it be nasty. It be I ain't gonna front like the branding of it and everything. It be dope, but the tasting of it is it's mid. It's trash.
But I mean, do you think you're, you know, a reliable source due to the fact that you don't drink?
The dude that work with me,
He don't drink either?
no, he definitely drinks.
Also, he pretty much, every time you said something was nasty,
He tries it too, and then he get his thought, and it definitely on point. We haven't missed. I haven't missed with the opinion. But the wine though, I'm not gonna lie, he does the wine because I don't like the wine. That I can't get into it.
Even when I did drink, I never liked wine. White wine, red wine, no, especially red wine. Hell no.
Like I get I try the tasting of it and know the difference of it, but
Right.
me drinking it, no.
Negative.
Me buying a bottle from the liquor store, no way.
Go ahead.
Nah. It was just. It was just. Like when we did that tasting, like they seen it in my face, like no, I don't rock with this. But when it's spirits though, like bourbons, tequilas, cognacs, etc. Then
Pretty much stuff you drink at homecoming.
yeah, because I'm young, so they like, all right, we gonna try it with him, and then they'll try it together, and they'll be like, all right, well, yeah, I agree with you. I never miss with that dude, and that dude drinks. He got his own bourbon. He got 2 bourbons at his hotel, at the hotel with us. He got his 2 pigs. And his bourbons, I don't even drink bourbon, but his bourbon, I would drink. Pause.
I mean, you kind of elaborated that it was bourbon that you were talking about, so I don't think that had to be a pause moment.
But you know the trolls. Yeah, the trolls. They be trolling. Hey yo, he said his bourbon. No, how he is, man.
I'm so glad that I'm off work. Jesus Christ. Boy, we was getting beat to sleep all day. Oh my God. They had me at, well, I had my cell phone grilled. I really be everywhere, like I said, but
Yeah.
I just fall in wherever they not. Wherever ain't nobody at the station when I get in, that's where I go.
Yeah. Alright.
So wasn't nobody on grill. Thomas was at Southwest, and Seb was on spin.
Oh, yeah.
So I was kind of bouncing back and forth between grill and shake, and like helping Seb boat and stuff like that, on and off. Unless I was too busy on the grill. But boy, when I tell you I had to make at least 73 All-American cheeseburgers, I don't know if they had some kind of special going on that they didn't tell me about. But it was literally every couple minutes, All-American, All-American, patty melt, BLT,
BLT is insane.
chicken sandwich.
Getting the BLT in Buffalo Wild Wings is
Bro,
insane.
having to cook it is insane. Literally the whole thing, other than the lettuce and tomato, goes on the grill. You gotta put the bread on there, on some dang Parmesan cheese, let it melt, and then get it off of that. Then you gotta, of course, cook the dang bacon. It's too much. Don't get me started on the goddamn patty melt, boy. I think we can start the Would You Rather segment now.
Yeah.
First question. Would you rather have a toe the size of a foot or a finger the size of a hand?
A toe as size of a foot, finger as size of a hand.
Yeah, so either
A
you
finger
have,
as size of a hand. I could do something with it. You know what I'm saying? I could roll.
roll what? How you gonna?
How big? Okay, pause. How is the hand this size?
The hand is the size of whatever size your hand is.
Oh, never mind then. I take back what I just said.
That's why I was like, what the hell, boy? You know the size, a finger that size?
It's gonna be hard for me. Actually, it's gonna be hard for me to roll.
Yeah.
If it's this, if we talking about, yeah. Oh no. Ooh. Well, I'll take the foot. I would say.
A toe the size of a foot.
Yeah.
I'd at least be able to cover that.
Yeah. I could kick the shit out of somebody.
That might hurt though, that one toe.
Depends on how hard your foot is.
You might break that toe.
You think so?
You might break that toe trying to, yeah. Because they didn't say it was like an indestructible toe or something. It's just a big toe. It's going to feel like the rest of them.
It's going to hurt worse. Like kick hard. I might be more hurt than the other person.
Yeah, exactly. It's like at that point, is it really worth it?
Yeah.
But I still might go with the toe ball.
At least I still have my hands to do what I need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if I had a finger as a hand, it's going to be hard for me to work and type.
And they didn't say which finger, so like, what if it's the middle finger and it's just...
I ain't going to be able to ball my fist.
Yeah, no, I'll pass.
Yeah, I pass. I take the foot. I can cover it and be straight. So yeah, that's my answer to the foot.
Heard. Next question. Would you rather spend 1 week in a forest or spend one night in a real haunted house?
Hold on, let me. Okay, it's just one night, and then like once it's morning time, I'll leave the haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 week in the forest, like, damn, you gotta think about it. You gotta think about all the animals you gotta deal with in that forest for a whole week. You gotta survive for a whole week. Even the one night in the haunted house, it'd be fun. I had to be on point with things until the sun comes up.
What Mystical said, if you see me in the forest fighting a grizzly bear, help the bear! Put me in that forest. I'm not messing with no ghost, boy. This thing said real haunted house.
Ooh.
In capital letters.
You know what I'm saying? Capital letters like deadly.
Yeah, like not friendly ghosts. I'll take the week in the forest, bro.
You'll fight an animal. You'll take a fight with a bear for real. Like a wild, like a grizzly
See, I
bear.
feel like I'd put myself in the position to not even encounter the bear. Like, I watch a lot of nature shows and stuff like that. Like, I watch Naked and Afraid and all kinds of stuff like that. So I feel like I'd be able to survive in the wild, bro. I'd make me one of them little bomas or whatever they call.
Like a Mike God in that real haunted house.
Boy, them poltergeists gonna push you down.
I'm just gonna have to find ways to survive in that forest. But I got more ways to escape in the forest than I do in the haunted house.
Yeah. Alright, next question. Would you rather be able to control the weather or be able to control time?
Control the weather. I can prevent hurricanes. Cause I'm not gonna lie, sometimes hurricanes like mess up people's business and everything like that.
Businesses, homes,
and stuff
some
like
people
that.
lose their lives.
Especially on the beach. Especially in the beach areas. That's the worst places to live at. Cause especially in Florida, because Florida gets hurricanes. No matter if it's a category 1, 2, or 3, you still get hurricanes.
Right.
day below sea level on the beach and stuff. I'd rather control weather.
Likewise, I feel like controlling time would be a little bit too much responsibility.
Yeah, it's like what I gotta rest time for.
Right. And then at that point, like I said in the last episode I just did, I feel like everything happens for a reason, so I wouldn't really want to go back and change nothing. Because I believe in the butterfly effect here. You change one thing, you don't know what the hell else could happen. You come back to the future expecting to find it a certain way.
Yeah.
And all hell just broke.
you like, damn, that's what I got myself into.
I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll control the weather.
I'd rather control the weather.
Yeah.
Somebody want rain, I give you rain.
Right.
But once they say the
Right,
hurricane,
rain when it need the rain for the the plants and the vegetation and stuff. When people want it sunny, we gonna clear it out. When people want it a little nippy outside, we can let it, do its thing.
But once they say there's a hurricane, I can say hell no.
Get up out of there.
I'm like, hey, that way.
Alright. Last question. Would you rather have a job that you hate but can retire in 10 years? Or have your dream job but have to work until you're 90 years old?
Give me the first choice. Because it's just like, working till I'm 90, I ain't gonna be, I can't retire before 90.
I mean, but they say if you do what you love, you're gonna work a day of your life.
That's true.
But that depends on what you love to do. Because if what you love to do is physically demanding,
yeah,
I don't know if you could do that at 90.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I'd rather take the first choice. In 10 years, I can retire. I still retire. I get retirement money. I'm retiring.
Right.
Other than me still just working to 90 years. Well, I'm not retiring before like 50 or 60.
Right.
That'd be assessment that I'm still working at 70 and 80. I should be relaxing.
That's like, hey, what you doing, brother?
Yeah, I should be sitting down.
What can you do at that age? Granted, it's some 70 and 80-year-olds that are in good shape because they never stop working out or being physically active. But for the average 70 or 80-year-old,
man, they retired, chilling in a trailer home or in an RV.
Right.
Or some people living in their yachts or they boats or whatever you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'd rather retire in 10 years and still be getting retirement money than me have to still continue to work until I'm 90.
Yeah, I think I'll take the working for 10 years and being able to retire but hate the job because I'll be able to detach from the job every day.
Exactly. And then once I retire, I'll rock with the job because I'm getting money from y'all still and I retired.
Right.
Thank y'all. It took me 10 years to retire. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
It's people that's still working 25, 30 years and that's when they can retire.
That's when they can start thinking about retiring.
You know what I'm saying? So 10 years.
Yeah, I'll take that one too.
And we talking about my age now?
That was this week's Would You Rather segment.
I forgot I was rolling this joint. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kids, stay off drugs.
Stop doing whippets, man.
Whippets? Who the hell do whippets?
I don't know nobody do whippets, but I'm just seeing it all over social media, like people advertising it and trying to say like this is the new thing.
It's an advertising whippet is crazy. They not in jail?
That's what I said. Like y'all really like inhaling nitro, like nitrogen. Y'all nasty. And then they say they add flavors to it. Like, oh bro, like it's I gotta show you after the.
I mean, to each his own, but all I ever need is
That's
yeah.
give me some weed. I don't need all that other stuff. But I guess like nowadays, like this new generation, their high tolerance is different than our generation.
Speaking of other stuff, did you see that video of young boy that's going around?
Yeah, saying he had a K2 addiction.
Yeah,
bro, that was insane. But
whoa.
once he said that, now it makes sense how he acts.
And how he looked now too. That boy looked like he
lost.
Yeah, he looked like he ain't got long left. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I wouldn't be surprised, God forbid, if we wake up in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and that boy out of here.
Yeah, cause you gotta remember. He had that he had that charge when he was acting like a doctor and was getting like pills and all that.
Yeah. That's what he was getting the pills for? Oh wow.
He was getting all the pills and he was finessing it. When they caught on to it, and then they caught him on a phone recording.
Bro, you got too much money for doing stuff like that. Like, what do you think? I mean, granted, he's not in his right state of mind because
where he come from, and
I wonder how it feels to know that you have an addiction, know that it's destructive, but can't stop.
We won't know because we not in that situation.
Right.
But from what other people told me that's in that situation, like people that used to do it, because there's people at my job that's old that had an addiction, and they used to tell me like when they was going through things it was things that made them forget. But I used to be in my mind like, I ain't roll out no weed. Like, you gotta do all this.
Right.
And the wild thing is, that shit was more expensive than weed. Cause a lady at one time said it out her own mouth. She was like, yeah, it was a lot. But she was like, it was worth it. Cause she was like, it's like longevity of it. And I was just like, oh hell no.
It's like, you want to stay high for that long, that bad? I'm good.
I'd rather be high laughing. Dr. Munchies.
Might fall asleep, wake up and be able to smoke again.
I'd rather do that than having to be so high to the point of my eyes like
Either that, or I'm immobile, or I can't talk, or
you're fighting your demon. All them crackheads they be talking out loud and shit, they just be fighting their demons, man.
just prayers up to the people that are, going through any type of addiction. I hope you overcome that. I also learned that you can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves too.
That's a fact.
And some people really don't think they have a problem.
Accountability. People don't want to take accountability for their actions.
Right.
Some people feel ashamed that they gotta admit their wrongs. They're not perfect. Everybody should know they're not perfect. So it's just like, why not just admit your wrongs? Right. Especially in your heart and mind, it's telling you that you're doing something wrong. Because your heart and mind is always gonna tell you the truth. Right. Your heart and mind is like the realest thing to you, right, than a friend. That's real. Like an OG told me that. He said your heart and mind is the realest friend. It's gonna always tell you something. It's gonna always give you a feel when something ain't right.
It's just on you if you want to listen or not. Why?
That's still here to this day.
Try to accommodate my guests, Came a long way.
Fuck that.
There used to be, when you came, you better bring your own stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing for you. But now, I'm in my own space. I'm making a little bit more money now.
That's good, man.
I can accommodate a little bit better.
I'm happy for you, bro.
At this level.
Yeah, some people, like I was going back to earlier with St. Pete, there's some people that don't want to change. Some people that just want to stay in that
You gotta change to get better, bro.
But I don't understand though. Some people try to find an excuse to change. I never understood it.
You mean an excuse not to change?
No, when you tell them to change, they had a reason. Well, yeah, not to change, but they had a reason of saying like, oh, they can't do this, they can't do that, and most of the time they don't even be trying.
Right. That's why I say you can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves. So tell the people a little story about how we met. How do you remember meeting me?
If I could remember, I think it was at the park. think it was at D house. But it was cause I know it's cause of D. Cause I know for a fact every time like I seen him, I saw you. So I think it was at the park and we smoked. We ain't say too much or nothing, but we smoked. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It was a conversation, but we didn't know each other that much. Mm-hmm. But as I started coming to D house every day and pulling up and seeing you there, that's how we knew each other. And then I think like it was before P5. We was cool, but it was after P5, like because we started hanging.
Yeah.
We started hanging dolo.
That's what I tell everybody. I've been around P5 way longer than I've been in P5.
That's facts.
That's why I have as much pool as I do.
It's just so funny, right? I used to tell you before I was even VP, I used to be like, bro, you go cross P5? And you used to be like, I think about it. And then it was like, now all of a sudden I got VP.
But it was really always, it always came down to either I had the money and not the time.
Yeah.
Or I had the time and not the money.
That was me before I crossed.
Right.
So I can understand that. So that's why I don't be like pressuring people to like,
yeah,
to get into it. Like, I understand, like, if you ain't got the money, don't try to force it.
Right.
It's plenty of time.
And at the same time, I was already hanging out with everybody that was in P5 already anyway. I just didn't have the title.
That's a fact. And then it was just like...
But then, hell, that just made my crossing even worse when I actually did decide to do it.
Because I knew you. I couldn't be friendly.
Everybody came in and he was like, oh, they're trying to do it.
Bro,
oh my God.
When you walked in, bro, I said, what? I said, what he doing here? Then you sat then when you sat down, bro, I said, oh, okay.
This goes round.
Matt was like, you must know him. I was like, that's my dog. I hate him right now. Anybody that was my friend, I couldn't be friendly. Because I didn't want nobody to get the excuse of, oh, that was your dog, so.
Man, you want to hear a funny pre-P5 story? Like, a story that I encountered somebody in P5 before I was in P5, almost on a negative tip. Pause. So, I forgot who I was talking to. But it was around the time when I used to be at D House all the time. Around 2019.
Yeah.
And like I said, I forgot who I was talking to, but they was pretty much talking about people in P5. And they mentioned and I was like, bro, I smoke more than And I guess somebody in the room must have told him that somebody said that, but didn't tell him who said it. So he went to find out, like, who said that. But when he found out, he just let it go.
I ain't gonna front, like, you gotta, like, if you know your limits and you know you could keep up with that person, then you can say it. But if you never seen how that person smokes versus how you smoke, yeah, you gonna look stupid trying to have a smoke out. And I smoke with y'all every day.
I smoke
I smoke with y'all every day. So if people don't understand, like, when you at D House, you're not just smoking 1, 2, 3, and then you're done.
Bro, it got to the point to where we was sitting in different corners of the room, tossing each other joints and blunts.
Remember that?
Catching
Yeah.
them.
Playing the games. Yeah.
got so raw that we was catching them in between. Well,
Bro.
I was catching them in between.
You was catching them hoes back then, bro.
Man, listen.
Bro, you was like, throw that bitch. You pause. You just catch that.
Not a speck of
I
ass
was like,
on.
bro, this nigga the Odell Beckham of weed.
Yeah,
Bro.
boy, I used to be a bad man, boy.
It used to be ugly through. I was like, ain't no
We'd be
way.
right there every time. I'd be like, yeah.
I was like, ain't no way he just did that.
Got
bro.
him.
Ain't no goddamn way. That shit still lit.
Yeah.
That's what made it more raw. It was still lit. Cause you know sometimes people throw a joint and it fall, or you know you don't.
The cherry might fall
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
It's the fact you caught that motherfucker and that bitch was still lit, and I was like, okay, that was tough. That was
Yeah, I used to do it, but
I think we can go ahead and get into the Am I the A-hole segment now. So this week's Am I the A-hole question says, am I the A-hole for taking my kids for fun day without my ex's son?
Question back again.
He said, am I the a-hole for taking my kids for fun day without my ex's son? Like my ex-girlfriend's son. He said, he's a 32-year-old male. He has 2 kids, one Kai, one Jamie. Kai is 10 female, Jamie is 8 male. He says, I have 2 kids, Kai and Jamie, with my ex, Bev. She's 31 female. My marriage to Bev ended while she was pregnant with her youngest child, 4 months, after I discovered her child was not mine and she had been cheating on me.
Oh shit. Damn.
The divorce was nasty because Bev's affair partner had already dipped and wasn't going to be in her youngest kid's life, and she wanted us to work things out so her youngest wouldn't miss out on having a father. All throughout our divorce, she was asking me to please step up and raise her son as my own.
You're not, it's not yours.
I told her countless times it was not going to happen, and I wasn't going to play any role in the life of her youngest child.
And are you in a relationship? And are they in a relationship with that person?
Who? They're in the process of getting a divorce.
Okay, so now,
He said during the divorce.
That's not his kid, so he's not. That's not his responsibility.
Right. He said during the divorce we did a DNA test on all 3 kids. Kai and Jamie were confirmed to be mine, but I likely already knew. Her youngest was not.
Oh my god.
Right now I have primary custody of my 2 kids, and Bev has every other weekend. We used to share custody, but a bad boyfriend, now ex, made her home an unfit place for our kids, and I was awarded custody on those grounds. Sheesh.
What?
Oh, her name is Bex. I've been saying Bev this whole time. That's an X.
Bex.
Oh,
Bex.
Lord Jesus.
It's Bex.
Right. Bex is crazy.
It's even more insane.
Right.
That's an ugly name.
It says, he said, Bex has tried to argue that because of the new custody situation, I should be stepping up to be part of her youngest life
No.
so that the 3 kids can grow up close. And she told me multiple times in the past year that her youngest isn't even an afterthought to our kids because they don't really seem to notice he's alive.
No. No.
I told her that's something for her to focus on during her parenting time, and it's not a focus for me on mine.
Oh no.
He said 3 weeks ago the kids were with Bex, and they told her I had planned to take them on a fun day to the adventure park near us the following weekend. Bex asked me to take her son along so the kids could have the time together. She offered to pay. I told her I wasn't taking him. We went 2 weekends again, and this is the past weekend. My kids were back at Bex, and she asked them if we went, and they said we did. When I picked the kids up, she told me I was a disgusting piece of ish. And how could I live with myself excluding a little boy from a fun time with 2 older siblings? And how could I let the kids make such fun memories without their youngest sibling?
That's not their blood.
She told me I should be ashamed. Am I the a-hole?
No, you're not the a-hole. That's not your blood. And once you're under divorce, like it's done. So it's not like you're not being an
He
A-hole.
didn't abandon his kids. Right.
He's taking care of his kid. He's taking care of his seeds.
Right. And
Now,
I mean,
if
he
they-
has all right to be like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that kid's life. Like,
I mean, he was there.
That,
He was
that
there when
baby
it was
born
together.
out of wedlock in an affair. Like,
That's even more insane.
and the only reason you're asking me to be a part of this kid's life is because the father, the real father, doesn't want anything to do with it.
Well, she need to. No, she need to figure that out because you put it on the man. That's like his kid. So it's just like no, you're not the a-hole for it because it's just like, all right, we're in a divorce. I don't need to do for your child no more because we're in the process of being done.
Right.
So what's the point of still building a bond with the child and we're for to be done?
Right.
I'm not for to see the jet no more after this divorce is settled. So you're not the a-hole.
You're not the a-hole, brother.
So what kind of P5 stories you got for us? You know, without saying too much, you know.
I won't put no names.
Of course.
Somebody crossed by themselves. Somebody end up finishing by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But the story to it was too funny. Because basically, like, it started off with 8 people,
Mm-hmm.
but the 7 people just dropped. So they asked her, they were like, "You want to finish the joints?" She said, "Yeah." All of a sudden, they gave her like 4 or 5 joints. She was smoking motherfuckers. So she looked at like sleep. So but she was still smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody put their hand like in front of her face, and she almost bit their hand.
She almost bit their hand.
Like she was like, "Arr." That's how she literally did that. And dog, when I said we cried, laughed, and then they did it again, she almost bit that man's finger. They wanted to see if she was good because she was smoking a lot. And they kept giving her shotguns while she had
And that was her way of confirming that she was good.
Mm-hmm. Because her hands was full. I guess she couldn't talk because she was too high. But it was crazy, bro. She literally like used her teeth and bit, almost bit somebody's hand. If they kept their hand up, they would have got bit.
What the hell? That was that probably would have been the last thing I expected you to say.
Literally.
Was I there for this?
No, this was like way before like it started like being at D house consistently.
Oh, okay.
This was at Nas house, I think. They did it at Nas house. But it was 8 of them, 7 dropped constantly. And it was just
It
like,
always take that one. After that first one, everybody was like,
and the wild thing was, she was pulling it and she was doing the sound. And it was just like, wow. You just can't come in there saying you're a smoker. Don't lie and say you smoke halves a day or zips a day.
It be killing me when people be coming in there like, oh yeah, I practice for this. How you do that?
I be trying to understand like how do you practice for that, especially if you was never at a concert.
Right.
The only I would say it like this: the only way you can really make it is if you real deal sport.
And we gonna make sure.
And I'm just glad like when I crossed, it was bad when I crossed because like everybody knew who I was, everybody knew who I smoked.
But I mean, y'all was all backward lined up.
Yeah.
We got off light.
And we had the Duchess a little bit. And the backwoods started getting bad. I don't know who wrote in backwoods. But once it got to the Duchess and the papers, that's when shit was fin. That's when we started 2 people put that. Like, once they transitioned from the backwoods to that, that's when we started seeing people go up. That's when they started testing it. It started off as a backwood line, but they started giving out stuff that was just so harsh. Oh my, like, it was just like, oh, okay, like,
Doing it on purpose.
yeah, I want to do a backwood. I thought it was backwood. That's what they really told us. And then they thought we was done. They threw 2 more zips at us.
Yeah, you gotta smoke that weed.
So I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot of us, but I can say everybody was smoking except for 2 people. One of the dudes still made it, but he barely made it. But one dude, like, he ate a 4 for 4 before we crossed.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know
Literally
that. I know
was,
that ended bad.
literally was sitting on the ground, crisscross, eating a 4 for 4.
Right before it started. Oh yeah, he's a wild man. I know he threw all that up.
Everything I love, I can call it LB right now. They say, hey bro, you know what the dude eating a 4 for 4 before the crossing? They not gonna lie. And everything he ate, like, it was so much. Throw it all over the floor. Like, you would have thought something fell
Oh
in.
no, over the floor.
Bro, didn't even make it to the bucket.
He would have had to clean it up. He would have had to clean it up. I didn't want to take it.
He did. Made sure. I ain't gonna lie, everybody was getting mad though, cause like he was just like laying there. Like, he was so gone. I thought like once you like go up, like you feel better. But he was so high. That was after when they transitioned for the backwards, because they figured out the backwards wasn't working. And every time I got my backwards, I had to fix it. And once I fixed it, I was getting that cool.
Because people don't be knowing how to roll for real.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can go ahead and get into the guest to charge this segment now. He start with his stones. Alright, first one.
Man, look like he missed payments, man. He don't look like he, well, no, he probably do though. Oh, what that man did. Man, look like he did murder, man.
Murder. First degree, second degree.
For real?
No, I'm asking. Like, because you know it's a difference.
I
First
see.
degree is premeditated, second degree is that happened out of random.
I say first degree.
First degree murder.
Damn.
Home invasion, robbery, burglary with assault or battery, and aggravated stalking.
Sheesh. And that boy looked like he was crying in that picture.
Yeah, you know.
But you did that.
I don't know what to tell you, brother.
I mean, you want to be gangster, man. It's the consequences that come with it.
They say you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, that boy. Alright, next one.
But like he did hit and run, then he crashed. I mean, he old. You know, I don't think he'll.
That's a very like precise
Like,
but it's a good you know, it's a good guess.
oh my God.
Solicitation to commit prostitution.
Wait, so wait, hold up.
Does that mean he was selling it or he was buying it?
He was committing commit prostitution. Commit prostitution. He was committing.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
He was committing.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
My boy.
Ain't no way.
So
You gonna sit here and
so
tell
I
me
think-
this old man
so
was
I-
selling penis?
it's listen. Say to commit prostitution. My boy was committed. When you commit, that means you're doing it. He was a freaky frog. And he probably was going up the drills. He probably was going up the dudes.
Solicitation. I gotta look that. Ain't no way that's what that means, bro.
Look it up. Look at that,
Bro.
Yo, no way.
Ain't no way.
No.
A person could be charged with solicitation if he or she encourages, bribes, requests, or commands a person to engage in sexual act. Okay, so he was trying to get a prostitute. That makes more sense.
Okay.
You know, listen.
All right.
This is why you gotta do your research.
Yo,
Because
listen,
you was finna have me thinking this old man was out here selling.
because listen, it says that. And
But
you know,
that first word, solicitation, is
like you're basically out. You know.
You're out looking for somebody to commit prostitution on you.
Freaky fraud.
And he's still freaky.
So wait,
Oh,
a
that.
prostitute called the police on him?
It might have been an undercover, or he might have just been caught with one. Or,
Yeah, because it is illegal to be doing stuff like that.
yeah, it is. All right, next one.
Let's get to it. Well, look like he stole the car, man. And what look like he did Grand Theft Auto.
He looked like a character from Grand Theft Auto.
Who do you think he look like? Likkle? Likkle from Grand Theft Auto 4? Nah, not Likkle.
No, I just feel like he looked like a random NPC.
Yeah, like a random dude you run into.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, first of all, we gotta acknowledge the fact that it says 1 out of 2 pages, so it's another page of charges.
You got the other page?
I do. On this one, it says battery on a person 65 years of age or older. That's crazy. You're a wild man. Home invasion, robbery with weapon, Florida State prison hold, assault on person 65 years of age or older. That means he came into contact actually. Violation of condition of pretrial release, meaning he just got out of jail for something recently and was on
Parole.
not even
Not
parole. He
parole,
was on
man.
pretrial release for it.
Yeah.
Still waiting to go to trial.
Oh, yeah. Come on, parole.
Burglary with assault or battery. Battery on a person 65 or older again. Tampering with witness. Prevent communication to law enforcement officer.
Bruh.
Domestic battery is battery and possession of schedule for a substance.
Man, he's sick. I mean, robbing old people, beating up old people.
Yeah, he ain't getting out of that boy. And you was already out on pre-trial release. And
He cooked. Cause think about it. Now that he got this charge, that's just gonna add up to that charge that he got.
bro, that's exactly why he has no bond on most of those charges.
He's cooked. Ain't no free him.
Yeah, they finna throw the book at that boy. Next one.
Domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
Man got a beater
That
on.
boy like Uncle Ruckus.
I would have like he'll slap you if you say something to him.
You right. I'm sorry, brother. I don't want no problems.
One bump, bro. That's
But
that
definitely do have on the tank top, the wife beater supreme.
He does.
It says overnight camping on beach, open carrying of weapons, resisting an officer without violence.
Oh, okay, so basically he was in the beach area. He was in the area that he wasn't supposed to be at.
He was on the beach overnight.
And then once they did a search,
I
they
mean,
found
he
a
might have
gun
been homeless.
and was living in his truck. Or living in his van. Some people be having vans and be parking in beach areas.
I mean, it says overnight camping. I think they mean like just on the beach. Like just him solely, no vehicle, no nothing. He was just laying out there.
Who told you to camp on the beach?
That's what I said. He might have been, he might have needed to.
I'm gonna say that man can't
And
be
then open carrying of weapons. What kind of weapons?
And
Like,
my point, that's it. It say weapons. They don't say one gun. It say weapons.
they don't even say guns, so it could be any type of weapon. It
Knife.
could be a right.
Knife,
Brass
gun,
knuckles.
brass knuckle. He probably had 2 knives. He look like he had 2
I
knives.
give him a knife. He look like he carry a knife.
I don't think a gun. I mean, if he overnight camping at a beach, I
feel
think
like if it was a gun, it would have said something about firearm.
that my boy had some weapons. My boy had a little knife.
All right, last one.
Burglary. Assault with battery.
First of all, his eyes look red. So either he was crying or he was mad as hell, bro. Alright, let's see what he got.
Say battery. Oh,
Sexual battery, spec, circumstance, victim 18 plus, defendant 18 plus. False imprisonment, felony battery.
Whew. Knock his ass up.
Yeah, I don't even know. That's one thing I don't understand. I feel like any crimes involving children,
Yeah.
like causing harm to children,
Especially if
should
it's
automatically hold no bond. Like
if it's teen, like, but in
any child, like
yeah, but especially
teen,
we talking about,
baby,
but we talking about,
adolescent, teenager.
Well, I'm just talking about just with this charge, because they said 18.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's weird that people would go that route for that.
Right.
And there's some grown women that will willingly give it up. All you gotta do is smoke them out and feed them.
All these females out here, and you want an 18-year-old.
What can't be? I don't know, bro. That's just disgusting. I don't respect anybody that goes that route or trying to do that.
Bro, I can't personally talk to anybody that's younger than my sister. And she's only like 3 or 4 years younger than me.
Yeah, I can't do it. You gotta be my age or older.
Yeah, like
That's the only
1
way
year
this
younger than me is pushing it.
Yeah, but we talking about young, like
Yeah,
I'm
hell
25, you 18, no, it's not gonna work.
And that was this week's Guess the Charges segment. Well, you hit the nail on the head with, well, kind of, with that last one. I mean, yeah, it was that, but it was a little bit more drastic, I guess. So yeah, you kind of got it there.
These people will give somebody that's
Selling weed, something that people want to buy, ridiculously high bonds, or no bond at all. But somebody that's touching or causing harm to children to get a low bond, or even a bond. Like, why is that a thing?
You know what's so messed up? I had a call for some blood on the temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
It was like a long time ago. This actually, I took a year off. It was before I went back. Something happened. I had blood on me. But listen, I didn't even have a half. Honestly, bro, I only had like 2 grams. Just 2.
You only had 2 grams.
Like 2 grams. It wasn't even a lot. And all of a sudden, I had to go to court for it. This was at the time, like, it was like very, very strict. It was like way before they made a law where if you get caught, you just have to pay a fine. But back then, they was so strict with it. Like, it was like, yeah, you on, it was like, yeah, you could have went to jail, but you gotta go to court. So when I went to court, I had to do probation for that shit. I did a year of probation.
For 2 grams a week.
Yeah. So serious.
And you said this was in Tampa.
Temple was very, very strict with their weed laws.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I don't even know how I would react in that situation. Like,
Oh,
you gonna take me to jail for 2 grams a week?
and the great thing was I couldn't go to jail, but they still gave me court, which made And I think that's what made me more
Oh,
mad.
you didn't go to jail.
I didn't go to jail,
They gave you a ticket.
they gave me a ticket, but I had to go to court for it.
And when you went to court, that's when they gave you probation. Even that's crazy as hell.
Cause it's 2 grams. I ain't have a half. I ain't have a zip.
You didn't even have an eighth.
I ain't even have a scale. I wasn't even attend a sale. It just said possession of marijuana. I had to do a year of probation of that shit. And my mom was like, my mom was more pissed than anything. My mom was more pissed than me.
Why I believe it, boy?
Cause she was just like, how much did you have? I was like, you can check the records. It said 2. It said like 2.5, almost 3 grams. I ain't have like 4, 10, 14, 28. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I would have had 14, 28, then yeah,
Well, yeah, I'll take that.
yeah, I would have definitely been knocked up. But for me to have 2 grams, like,
Oh yeah, if you would have been caught with anything over an eighth, boy, you
yeah,
would have been going to jail
yeah.
that night.
So it was at 2.5. That's like when they literally scaled it. That's what it said. So he was like, "You lucky." He was like, "It was at a 4." But they basically say 3.5, but they basically go by like more than 3.5. If it definitely is at a 4 or more, yeah. They gave me that ticket. I had to go to court. I'm thinking like, all right, like I'm a college student. Man, he didn't give a fuck about none of that. That judge said, "Yeah, you go to school?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay." I'm thinking I'm finna be straight. He said, "I'm finna give you a year of probation." But I said, "Bro, you should have seen my face, bro." I was like,
For 2 grams of weed.
but I'm gonna tell you the good thing about it. I did 3 to 4 months of it, and I ain't smoked. And I ain't gonna lie, me not smoking for like 3 or 4 months, I didn't have cold turkey, and I surprised because I thought I was gonna have cold turkey. I thought I was gonna, damn man, I need to smoke, but I realized that I have some tolerance. I can control myself with or without marijuana. I'm happy about that.
So you felt like that 3-week hiatus or 3-month hiatus was needed pretty much?
I ain't gonna lie, it was refreshing actually because just like I had a break, I was able to, you know what I'm saying, breathe. It felt different. It felt weird, like, because I was hanging out with people that was still smoking, but I couldn't smoke because I ain't trying to get locked up. Like,
Right.
I'm already doing probation. So I ain't trying to do probation with 2 grams, and then I failed my test. Now I'm doing jail for 2 grams.
Right. Because you want to smoke.
So,
That's how a lot of people be getting messed up with that probation stuff. They think them people gonna play with them about that dirty piece test just because it's weed. And when they fail, then they be looking crazy as hell.
I think
Violation.
the biggest gap is when people say they pay their probation people to not get tested. I think that should be capped. I think that shit is so capped.
Who said nigga?
I never forget somebody told me that they used to pay that they paid their probation officer not to test them. I said, bro, you cap this for
Lying. Just
'cause
lying.
I've been in this situation, and I'll never forget a dude asked that, and the probation officer said, if you ask me that again, I'm gonna violate your probation, and you
just
going to jail.
because.
So anybody that ever says, "Oh, I paid my probation officer not to get tested," that's the biggest fucking cap in the world. That's the biggest fucking cap in the world.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that one. That's crazy as hell, bro.
I was like, huh? I said, you paid your...
Boy, you know, wait, boy. So what you got planned for the future, people?
Now that I'm working in beverage management and getting the understanding of the spirits and wines and stuff like that, I want to learn more about, like, I want to try to get into liquor stores and stuff like that, since I'm in that field now, since I don't want to change the field.
And what you mean by getting into liquor stores?
Like, basically, like, trying to figure out, like, find ways to invest in one, like, what it's going to take, what I need to do to keep my business flowing of it. Just ask people that that had their liquor stores for a long time.
Oh, so you want to open a liquor store?
Yeah, I want to open up one, but I want to learn about it first before I go in that direction of trying to open it.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go into it not knowing what I need to do to get to it and me trying to figure out and get to it. I'd rather just learn from it, get an understanding, take the facts, move it to the game, and then take the direction. Because now I know what to do. Now I have to ask the questions. I ask all my questions and got everything I need. That's the kind of person I am. I ain't the kind of person to just do it. I have to like figure it out and learn it first before I just do it.
You say everybody has their own, different processes with achieving what they want to achieve. On my behalf, I'm more of a learn along the way because I feel like anything I could learn or ask questions about, I can teach myself.
Yeah.
By doing it.
I'm gonna say it depends on the. I would say it depends on the situation. But with your podcast, because with your podcast, like that's something like you're gonna have to do and be consistent because you're gonna learn more and more and figure things out.
Right.
As you continue on. But just with this situation, it's just like it's some people that have liquor stores, but then they business go away quick because they don't meet what they don't meet they I think it's their equity. I think it's not. I think it's their equity. I might be wrong. Might be wrong. But
don't ask me.
But they basically have to meet something in order to keep their business running. But if they don't keep it, if they don't meet that, they have low sales, not making business every day or making deals or doing what they need to do.
I mean, a word for that could be quota.
Meet a certain quota. To, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get where you need to get to keep your business running. But some people just, with certain stores, I'm gonna say it like this: some people don't brand their stores, and they get into a situation. Oh, I don't get customers. Well, you're not branding your store.
So what if you get to a point to where you acquire all this knowledge about, running a liquor store and opening one and find out that's not what you actually want to do?
I have plan B's already planned. Also, as I said, I live and I learn. So even though like my main focus on that, I still have plan B just in case I don't like it. You can't just always depend on one plan. Like, you gotta have multiple plans just in case one plan don't work out. Some people sometimes stick to one plan and it doesn't work out, and then they try to figure out their plan B and their plan C.
Yeah.
But I'd rather just have that prepared so if it don't work out, then I know another route to go.
Right.
And I'm learning it as I'm going. I'm always gonna be a student to the game. I'm always gonna live, learn, listen, and take it. You know what I'm saying? Take it to the game.
Yeah, bro. Definitely respect it.
And can't just stick with one plan. But if your one plan is working out, and it's going up and it's doing what it needs to do, then keep going. Just keep going with that plan.
Right.
Sometimes the first plan always work out, but for other people, it don't work out.
I feel like it might not work out for a lot of people too because they might come to a point to where they get discouraged because they don't feel like they're at where they want to be, or where they think they should be at that certain time. When they should get into the mindset of like, slow progress is better than no progress at all. And sometimes they're gonna be better than other times. Like every experience isn't gonna be the most positive, but you gotta make the most out of it. You gotta learn from it so it might not happen again or whatever the case is.
Yeah. Make you, and then like if you already into it, and you know what I'm saying, and you see some weaknesses into it, make it to the strengths. Don't just try to like, you know what I'm saying, stick to it. Always adjust. I always tell people like, but if the first thing is working out, then do that. But find ways to adjust if you feel like you can do better. Right. It's always ways to improve.
Right. Yeah, I
gambling, man. Well, I mean, I guess there's a difference between gambling and betting.
Yeah, because when you're betting and winning, then you're good. But gambling when you're losing a lot.
But I mean, when you betting, it's a gamble anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't always win.
You always win. I know some people that be betting and still losing.
Right.
Losing a lot of money.
I never wanted to be one of those people, so I never got into it.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm losing, let's just say, for example, if I had 2 tickets and they lost, and I lost 2 tickets today, then I'm taking a break for 2 days, and then we'll come. Then I get back to betting again. But don't expect for me to just to continue to lose my money, cause I hate losing money, but
Likewise.
I love making money.
Also likewise.
So it's just like, with this, it has to make sense. So with this play right here, it just made sense. And then they had the team that's undefeated as the underdogs. They're undefeated, and they was plus 120. Oh, really?
The hell made them do that?
Like, bro, look. It was plus 120. This team not even good, and they minus 400. This team good, they minus 600. But are they better? This team is undefeated out of these 2 teams.
KC?
Yeah, Kansas City is 6-0 now. I told everybody.
Oh, so they just beat the 49ers.
Yeah, he just beat him. I told everybody, go with the Chiefs. No, man, I'm going to San Francisco. They don't. I said they just beat him in the Super Bowl last year. No, I'm going to San Francisco. I said, all right, bet. I'm going with the Chiefs. I won. They lost. I won at the end of the day. It makes sense. Patrick Mahomes on the MVP run. When I take money, I got money to go back home to.
You said that like if you didn't pick, you was gonna be stuck in Daytona or something.
Gotta play it like that. They gotta play it. You
No,
gotta
you don't.
No. I'm saying like, no. What I mean
That's
by
a very dangerous game.
no, but I'm saying though, no, I'm good, but I'm saying it's gotta make sense because you're putting good money down and you want to make that money, but it's gotta make sense. Then you'll be hurt. You'll be like, damn, I could have made 100. I could have made an extra 100. But I don't be tripping about it, bro. If I take an L. So I took an
Meaning like if you put more down.
Yeah. If I took an L, I took an L yesterday. I would, and I took an L on the next team. But was I mad?
Was the amount you lost more or less than what you had
It was
won?
way less, so that's why I was
man.
like. Because the only, like, what I really do, I do like 35, 45, 55. But I'm not gonna lie, if it's like a max bet, something that I know is going to hit, but it's a great value to it, I put 100. Yesterday, I put 100 down for Francis McDonald to knock out the dude in the first round. In the first round, he knocked me out. It was plus 150. Put 100 on that, I got 250.
Oh, and that's. Was it just that low because that is kind of expected? For the
Yeah,
most part?
yeah, because
Like if it's something more practical to happen, the amount you would win is lower than if it's something unexpected.
because they were trying to figure out if the dude was gonna last the first round. So they put
Yeah,
it
if you
out.
would have lasted the first round,
Yeah.
you would have got more if you bet.
Yeah, if you would have bet it. So, prime example, let's just say if he lasted the first round, but he not throughout the second round. If you would have betted that the dude knocked the man out in the second round, you would have got way more. So it was plus 1,750. So if you would have put 100 on that shit, you would have won thousands.
But in all actuality, you would have lost 100 because he actually got knocked out in the first round.
So that's why I said, like,
Dang it, Francis!
It takes it. That's why I say it takes research. But I know for a fact, he was in the UFC knocking dudes out in the first round. So it was just like that was an easy bet. And he's just my
And
condolences.
Francis ain't got. If he ain't nobody that play with him.
And he just not. And he just lost his son. And he took a year off.
That I didn't know. That's crazy.
He lost his son. So.
Oh man.
So in the conference, all he kept saying was, "I'm doing this for my son." I said to myself.
Oh yeah, he wasn't losing.
I said anybody that's a parent, and
He's not losing that fight.
I said he's knocking this dude out. I either take him by knockout, but they had him knockout by -160. They easily knew he was gonna get the knockout. But for you to guess the knockout, that's what the value is. I knew he was gonna knock him out the first round.
Yeah.
I said, look how big his hands is. But he took him down. But once he hit him in his face, it was already over. He hit that dude so hard.
And who did he fight?
He fight some dude named Ferreira. He a good fighter in that league, but he not better than Ngannou. Let me see if I can find it. Right,
Is Ngannou still the champion?
Ngannou the new champion for that, because he not in UFC no more.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
that because he took that year off.
Yeah, he took no. So
Or he
it was
took
a
the
contract.
year off because his contract expired.
Well, he had okay. So I ain't gonna front. He had a crazy like a back-to-back year. He asked UFC to like basically like take care of his medical stuff, just in case like if
I mean, which is understood. He was pretty much the face of the sport.
yeah. So he just cared more about his medical. The UFC ain't want to do it, so they had a situation where he was just like, all right, well, if y'all not putting that on my contract, y'all not gonna take care of my medical shit. Then I'm not signing with y'all. So he made himself a free agent. So Bellator, they took him in. So he was going to have a fight for the vacant of the heavyweight championship, but he lost his son. So
And how did his son pass?
I think it was some kind of sickness. It wasn't nothing like with murder or anything like that, but I think it was some sickness.
Losing a child anyway is one.
I couldn't even imagine how he felt like, and I felt bad.
I say all the time that a parent is never supposed to bury a child. Realistically, it's supposed to be the other way around. We're supposed to see our parents off.
I would not want to. I want to know how to feel if my kid, if I bury my kid, like I want to know how to feel like.
I ain't gonna lie, but seeing that little thing.
And for me to see my cousin, cause I had posted my little cousin that passed away. I had posted it, and like, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I didn't go to the funeral,
I don't think I can go to a child funeral.
and I think, and
unless it's my own.
yeah, and I think he, in respect to it, instead of him saying, "Damn, like you didn't show support," like he said you're a dad, so I understand. He was like, you ain't want to see that, because I know if I would have went there, I would have probably like had like nightmares, and I wasn't trying to do that. So I sent him my message, and then once I saw him, I showed him my respect, showed love, but I couldn't go to that thing. I couldn't.
Did you go to the gravesite afterwards?
I was there, but I was not up close. I was long distance.
You was there though. I mean, that's better than nothing.
I drive by there every time I go to work, so that'll be missed. And my friend, I got a friend that's young too. He got murdered.
Dang, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so and his graveyard site is on the other side, so it's just like every time I drive by there, like it be hitting me sometimes. Cause how my friend passed, it was just so crazy how he passed. Cause it was all downtown like 2 weeks before. And it was just like, we was gonna link up with this nigga someday that week. And like, so it was weird how I found out. So how I found out, I'm waking up, so I'm just on Facebook. This was before I go to work, I'm just on Facebook just chilling. And then like, you know, like how you pop up, like you just see like somebody like just made a post, or you see like recent post like 2-3 minutes ago. It said R.I.P. Logan, R.I.P. Logan, R.I.P. Logan, R.I.P. Logan, but nobody was not tagging the profile.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know a Logan,
But it's a lot of Logans.
but I was like, what Logan they talking about?
Right.
So the more I'm scrolling down, I scroll down, and then someone put RP, and then they tag his name on there. And then once I went into his page, it was saying RP, RP, RP. And I ain't gonna lie, like I broke down. And I never really be breaking down the crowd. I broke down the crowd with my grandma back. But for that to happen, like it hurt me because that man was never the dude to be in a situation. He was never no gangster, no hood type of dude.
Yeah.
He was a good dude that just get girls and your life. But he had 2 kids. He was a father of 2. But he took care of the 2 kids. He made sure the kids were straight. Even if things was, you know what I'm saying, he still made sure he did what he had. So for that happened, like it hit me. Now for me to go to his funeral, I didn't cry at the funeral, but we went to the graveyard site, and once they said the word, and then like once like they were dropping him down, that's when it really like hit me. And like that's when I started to cry. Cause it was just like, that's when it really hit me. Cause everybody was just in disbelief. Everybody was in disbelief, like, bro.
Yeah. Did y'all find out like what happened?
Yeah. So basically, somebody was high. I guess somebody was off pills. I don't really know if that was like really a situation, but the rumor is somebody was selling to him, but one of the dudes that know him had a problem with him. So I guess like once he realized who it was, he was acting like he was leaving, but then once he like thought about it, like he was just like fuck it. And then walked up to him, he shot him, and then as he got shot twice, he was trying to fight it off, but he couldn't really fight it off because he was in blood. So I'm gonna say good thing is dude didn't continue shooting, but he was hit. So once when he realized like bro was hit, he left. But the most crazy thing was we knew who it was. The dude that did it, we knew who it was. We knew him. And the thing is, he fucked up in the head, bro. Cause he been through so much. He been robbed so many times. So his mind just. But that's not justifying for what he did to my dog.
Right.
But I'm just saying, from before I started hanging out with these niggas, I know for a fact this nigga was getting robbed a lot. Cause he kept saying it. So, you know, when people be in a situation, bro, they start to do things that they never thought they was gonna do. And they said he was out for pills. They said he was out that shit, but he knew who it was.
And what happened to the dude that killed him?
Oh, he in prison.
Okay.
But from what I hear, man, from my dog that I talked to, that's enough. Free them. They ain't do nothing fucked up. They was just dumb. They got caught with guns and all that shit. They ain't killed nobody. Now the ones that killed them, now the people I know that killed, I can't say freedom because they did what they did. Like that's what's gonna happen. But the ones that got caught with guns and all that, I can say freedom. They had guns, but they ain't got no charges or nothing with murders. Nothing like that. Some of the guns were stolen, okay, but shit, free them. Yeah.
That's wild. Okay.
What they tell me, man, they be fucking that man in there. He somebody punk.
I was gonna say pause, but I guess you didn't mean, you meant exactly what you said. That's crazy.
And in your pocket. What I hear. You know what that means, boy.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't been in there, but I can already tell what that's something to me.
Yeah, the pocket is when you, yeah, so when the dude flips his pocket inside out and the dude holds on to it.
You know how embarrassing that is for you just doing that for all these dudes. And you know, once you get up, man, you talk that shit, man, they gonna be like, man, you actually had somebody play.
Right. It's like, boy, we know the real you, boy.
Really, you got exposed in jail. And so, and I can't stand these dudes that be trying to like be tough against it.
It just kills me the ones that go to jail and be like, oh yeah, this is what we do in jail. No, it's not. And you wanted to do that on the outside. You using being in jail as an excuse.
Yeah.
Just be you, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Everybody always gotta get validation to be a real nigga or a gangster. Nobody don't care about that, man. Just get some money.
Ain't nothing real nigga or gangster about jail.
Hell no.
Prison, boy.
Hell no. I had
Freedom is the real.
Hell no, I had probation, nigga. I was glad that, and real shit, I was glad I had probation. Give for what nobody say. I'm glad I had that.
Jail time, yeah.
Nigga, I'd rather have probation than jail.
Right.
What? You talking about, oh, I'll go to jail. What? You dumb as hell. I know some people that want to get out.
I ain't going back, but.
That's why I be telling these niggas that you want to be street, man. Y'all want to be street, but y'all living like that. They want to live now. They want to be free.
Right.
Y'all niggas don't understand that. I just can't stand it that be trying to be street, trying to be gangster, trying to prove something. You don't got shit to prove. I'm in what I'm in, but I ain't had to do no tough shit to be what I'm in. Now when I got jumped in, of course. But we talking about like after that, man, I'm not doing all this tough shit, oh I'm this, I'm that. I ain't doing all that.
Yeah.
I can't stand niggas that be trying to do all that. Now the ones that's deep into it and they still in it, they still with it, I can't go against it. But we talking about the ones that just pretend and it's like just trying to prove. Cause once a real nigga just come up to you, bro, you better know your shit, man. Cause once you know your shit,
It's a problem.
I seen it. I seen it so many times. I seen so many people try to pretend it, and then they got checked. And
Yeah, I seen it happen in cooking.
me too. I seen it on the crib side, and I seen it on the blood side. And I said to myself, they come to me talking about you gang, nigga. You better, if you gang, you better know your shit, cause people gotta
You don't know
understand.
who's here, bro.
Yeah, cause real shit, and that's what I tell people. Like with me, like I'm good. Everybody know who I am. Nobody gotta question that. I don't gotta prove that. Everybody know it. But people gonna know off the strength of who you is and how you move. But it's some people that just be forcing it. And it's like, I only got into this shit because my father was already in it. And he was just like, you know what? He was like, shit, like, I might well get into it. That's how I got into it. I ain't just say, oh, okay.
That's crazy because I can keep my kids as far away from as possible.
Yeah. Oh, of course. What? Listen, my son don't even know what blood, down move, none of that shit means. I don't even talk like that around there. When I do talk to my dogs, I go outside. Because I don't need him to hear how I talk. None of that.
Well, that joint bought out. I think we can go ahead and wrap it up, pimping.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's another episode of the Likkle Tan Table. I want to give thanks to my guest, Chubbz Master, dropping in, pimping. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Love, bro.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate all my viewers and listeners, my supporters. Most definitely, if you're watching the video on YouTube and you like what you heard and saw, make sure you leave a like on the video for me, please. Post comments. Get involved with all the segments, the Would You Rather questions, the Am I the A-hole, and the Guess the Charges. Any questions you have for me will be answered in later episodes. Make sure you share the video with friends and family. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for me, please. We are at 66 subscribers right now. I'm trying to get to 70. We're 4 away. Just click the subscribe button, man. It's only one click. Just like that. Please. Anything. Please. And for all my listeners on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or Apple Podcasts, if you like what you heard and you want to leave comments and ratings and everything, make sure you do so. I would like to know what you guys think as well. Tap in. And this is your host, again, your favorite neighborhood roster, and I'm up out of here. Peace and blessings. I listened to like 2 of the songs. That's not the same.
We got to say, even though it's on the song, he said, it's his own song. And he can't say it like, he sounds
Oh yeah, of course.
No,
I ain't gonna say he sound like anybody else.
Yeah, but when
He
you
sounds exactly like himself.
But when you do have
He
like
just
the
depressed as
repetitive,
hell.
when you have a repetitive sound and everything, then yeah.
Yeah. What type of papers did you start rolling? White boys.
It's the top paper. And I ain't gonna lie.
Thickest rolling paper ever.
And I ain't gonna lie, like I used to hate when my cousin used to roll, because me and him both started getting to weed together. And I used to single roll, but he used to double roll, and it was just like
Double rolling with tops is crazy.
oh my gosh. It burned slow, but it was like the more it was burning, like the more nasty it was.
Yeah, because it started turning black.
Yeah.
All the dang tar.
Alright, man. Hey, listen. YouTube be getting sensitive, but now you can't say the F bomb now. So once you say the F bomb, they take it and violate your video and take it out. And you have to appeal for it.
Who told you that?
Not F you bomb though.
Oh.
Yeah. Not
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It was this they had a battle rap event, and the dude was rapping, and he used the bar, and he said that, and like once they heard that, the video was gone. Battle rap league was mad for it, so now they gotta skip through it or block it, then put it back on, so they get the views and get their money back.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't never had nobody drop
I would
drop that on him.
I would hope not, like especially with this kind of vibe. Like,
yeah.
This not the vibe to be doing that.
Right,
Yeah.
that,
If you do that, then like it's
you
something,
doing too much.
you got something going on.
It's something internal that you feel.
Something outside before you brought it in here.
Right.
Like you brought your darkness in
You
here.
shouldn't have brought it in, brother.
I told myself, I was like, man, I'm already in. I might as well finish. So, pause.
Yeah, boy, you was speeding just then. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I got you caught. I think the first actual social media site that I got on was Tag.
That damn, you know how long ago that damn. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not trying to make you. I'm not trying to make us feel. Hey, that's yeah.
That was before it got freaky as hell. I
Yeah.
think that's with every site. Now that I'm thinking about it, because every website starts off so innocent, or like just like a regular old Facebook, and now all of a sudden you see porn on it.
Yeah, because Twitter now, and the thing is with Elon, man, he not even censoring it. So,
Bro,
I think he like what he sees.
I know it's those freaky ass dude.